Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
We're back in 60 seconds after this from your local station. This is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
2 airplanes fly. What's in this box? Is this tree good for climbing? How are babies made? What does this thing do?
Kids are curious about everything, including guns. Talking to them about gun safety in your home is a good first step, but you can do more. Always keep your guns locked, unloaded, and stored separately from ammunition. Safe gun storage saves lives. Learn how to make your home safer at endfamilyfire.org. That's endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by End Family Fire, Brady, and the Ad Council.
You wanted to be cool, which led you to smoking, which led to a pack a day. Then you met that special someone, which led to starting a life with them, which led to wanting to live longer, which led to quitting. Then you heard you may be at risk for lung cancer, which led you to getting a low-dose CT scan. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
Home of the 6-time national champions. This is UConn Huskies men's basketball.
Carabin on the right wing. Dumps down to Ryba. Ryba lays it in right-handed. And Todd Golden's got to stop the bleeding.
Play-by-play coverage of today's game is sponsored by Las Fly Airport Parking. We've got lots to offer. Lippincott Van Lines, the definition of moving excellence. M&T Bank, proud to be the official bank of the UConn Huskies and a leader in small business loans in Connecticut. SeatGeek. SeatGeek is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of UConn basketball. Find tickets to UConn games and more. SeatGeek. UConn Health, delivering care that changes the game for Husky athletes and for everyone. Xerox, delivering top-tier workplace tech solutions from advanced printers to automating your workflows to IT solutions. Visit us at Xerox.com/UConn. And by WFSB. Trust Connecticut's largest, most experienced team of meteorologists. The First Alert Weather Team. Only on Channel 3 Eyewitness News.
Carabin drives inside on Chanulu. Put it up and in! Oh, a runner by Alex. That's huge!
We're minutes away from tip-off. Let's go to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location. Alongside Wayne Norman, here's Mike Crispino.
Starting lineups tonight brought to you by M&T Bank. Proud to be the official bank of the UConn Huskies and a leader in small business loans in Connecticut. For Clayton's Blue Jays, a record of 12-9, Jason Green. Junior forward, 6'8", 235 from right here in Omaha, Nebraska. Austin Schwartz, sophomore guard, 6'4", 205 from Charlotte, North Carolina. Blake Harper, sophomore center, 6'7", 220 from Washington, D.C. Josh Dix, a senior guard, 6'6", 205. He's from Council Bluffs, Iowa. And Nick Graves, a senior guard, 6'2", 190 from Durham, North Carolina. They are coached, the Blue Jays, by Greg McDermott, a record of 12-9, coming in 6-4 in the Big East. For UConn, coached by Dan Hurley. It'll be solo ball at one guard. He's a junior. Silas Demery Jr., another junior at guard. Braylon Mullins back in the lineup, the freshman guard. The senior Terrace Reed Jr. and the senior Alex Carabin. So the Huskies coming in at 20-1, 10-0 in the conference, 6-0 on the road, set to take on Creighton's Blue Jays. Wayne Norman's keys to the game, the opening tip, following 10 seconds for station ID and these messages. Presented by Brown Paint, Darris and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Listen closely. Did you hear that? That's the sound of employees being productive. They're so efficient because they partnered with Xerox to manage workplace technology. From advanced printers to automating your workflows to IT solutions, our local experts ensure your business runs smoothly. Visit us at Xerox.com/UCONN. Xerox. We make work work.
Planning a move? Let Lippincott Van Lines, the official mover of the UConn Huskies, take the worry and stress out of your relocation. Whether you're moving across the country, across the world, or just across the street, Lippincott Van Lines will handle your packing, moving, and storage needs with the care and quality they deserve. If the UConn Huskies football team can trust Lippincott to get their gear to the field on time, you can trust them to get your items where they need to be. Call Lippincott Van Lines today for a free estimate at 800-245-8563.
Is your retirement game plan a well-executed play or just a Hail Mary? I'm Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner at Johnson Brunetti. As the official wealth management sponsor of the UConn Huskies, we've helped over 7,000 families navigate and thrive in retirement. Level up your financial playbook by visiting johnsonbrunetti.com for free financial planning resources. Johnson Brunetti Retirement, your financial playmaker. Johnson Brunetti is a marketing name for the businesses of JB Capital and JN Financial. Investment advisory services offered through JB Capital, LLC. Insurance products offered through JN Financial, LLC.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Play-by-play coverage of UConn men's basketball rolls on. Now, let's go back to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location.
Creighton was picked third in the Big East preseason coaches poll. They finished fourth or higher in the league 9 years in a row. The Blue Jays lost 3 starters from last year's 25-11 team, which beat UConn twice in 3 games. 5 rotation players returned. 6'6" guard Josh Dix, a transfer from Iowa, is their leading scorer. They lead the Big East in three-pointers taken and made, and they face the league's best three-point defense tonight. They're not a good rebounding team. They're last in the Big East in free throws attempted, but they do lead the league in bench points. So keys for UConn tonight. Number 1, three-point defense. Creighton has always been a team looking for threes, and without the great Ryan Kalkbrenner patrolling the middle, threes are even more important to the offense. Number 2, rebound. The Huskies have been out-rebounded 3 of the last 6 games. Keep the leading rebounder, 6'8" Jason Green, off the glass. UConn coach Hurley wants his team to get more defensive rebounds. They offensive rebounded well Tuesday against Providence. Number 3, ball security. UConn has a total of 25 turnovers in the last 3 games. That's an improvement. Take care of the ball against a Creighton defense that doesn't force many giveaways. Number 4, get touches for the bigs. Reed and Ryba combined for 33 points and 14 rebounds Tuesday, shooting 14 for 15 from the floor. Put pressure on Creighton in the paint. And number 5, get more bench production after a Big East season high 26 bench points Tuesday. Creighton coach Greg McDermott told me one of his keys, stop transition, and especially transition threes. UConn guard Braylon Mullins cleared to play tonight after missing the Providence game in concussion protocol. The keys of the game brought to you by Sullivan Automotive Group, where Braylon Mullins shops. Drive like a champion with Sullivan Automotive. 8 brands and 4 locations in Torrington and Avon. Online at sullivanautomotive.com.
All-time 13th meeting between the two schools. UConn 3-9 in that series. 6 of the losses have been by 5 or less, and several of them right here in this building. 2022 was 64-62 Creighton. 2023 was 56-53 Creighton. So these teams play a lot of close, hard-fought games, and we expect another one here tonight. We sit courtside next to the UConn bench. Huskies in their road blue with Connecticut across their chest, and the opening tip is won back to Braylon Mullins. And it's brought to you by Trantolo and Trantolo. Don't fight solo. Trantolo and Trantolo, Connecticut's personal injury attorneys. UConn front court right. This is ball into the paint. Little pull-up, misses right. Rebounded by Reed. He can't control it. And it'll be Creighton basketball.
It's Blue Jay basketball.
We're just underway. Creighton and UConn. Creighton wearing pink lettering on their white uniforms, a pink out night in support of cancer and fighting that awful disease. Creighton front court left, shoot at the basket where the UConn bench is. Out front, it's Blake Harper, the sophomore center, driving on Caravan, and he banks it in on the left side of the lane for the first basket of the ball game. 2-0 Blue Jays. Silas Demery, front court right, quickly on the left sideline. Starts right, kicks it back to Ball on the left hash. Solo backs away and fires to Caravan out front. Now it's Demery on the right wing. Up top, it's Reed. Braylon Mullins, a long three, and he buries it right out of the box. Mullins hits from distance, and UConn leads 3-2. Creighton quickly to the front court. Nick Graves, guarded by Demery. Gives it up out front to Austin Schwartz, who tries to spin by Ball, can't get by him. Now he works it left in the hands of Blake Harper. Harper back out front to Jason Green. Sets a screen into the paint. Is Schwartz. Gets it over to Green. He missed the bank shot. And the rebound taken down by Reed. Outlet Demery. Front court right on the right sideline. Out front Ball. That's a long three by Solo. Buries it. UConn 6-2. 2 minutes in.
That wasn't a transition hoop, but they got the shot up before the Creighton defense was set.
All right, the Blue Jays with it. Front court left. Schwartz doubled for the moment. Fires on the left sideline. Barely able to catch and make the play. Josh Dix, who came from the University of Iowa, he tries to blow by Mullins. Spins in the paint. Kicks back outside. Jason Green for three. Back rim. And rebounded by Demery. Demery sprints to the front court right. Top of the arc. Spins right. Off the high screen of Caravan. Now he looks for Ball. He gets it to Solo. Another three. Front rim, no good. And rebounded by Blake Harper. Back to the front court. Nick Graves driving on Caravan. Spins in the paint. Ball taken away for the moment. Gets rid of it in the left corner. A three ball goes in by Austin Schwartz, the sophomore guard. 6'5" UConn. Demery hands to Braylon Mullins. Front court right. Mullins straight away, fires right to Demery. They want to go down low to Reed. They get it to him. Back to the basket. Kick out Ball. Back to Demery for three. Back rim no good. And a rebound defensively by Creighton. Running to the front court, Blake Harper tries to blow by Demery. Works him on the baseline, right of the lane. Left-hand dribble, digs a right shoulder in. 3, 4, 5 times. A little left-hand shot, no good. And boarded by Demery. Silas front court right. Up the high screen of Reed. Pulls up top of the arc. He gives to Mullins. Mullins down low to Reed. They double him. They kick it back to Mullins. Now they work the Ball. In the paint, Ball. Nowhere to go. Back to Mullins. That's a three ball. Short. Rebounded by Caravan. Caravan the kick out. Ball. Ball steps into a three. Got it. And UConn 9-5 as Solo's got a couple of triples.
All the Husky field goals are three-pointers.
All right, Nick Graves, front court right. Out front it comes to Jason Green, the junior forward. A blow-by move, and he is fouled by Mullins. I don't know if they're giving him shots or not. It was a pass. And I think it's going to be a side out for Creighton, I believe.
So there's been a lot of threes launched early on. All but one of UConn's shots have been three-point attempts. And Creighton's 2 for 5 overall, 1 for 2 from three-point range. Creighton likes to take those threes.
The officials have red pink whistles tonight as well on a pink out night in Omaha. They get the ball to Green. Green into the paint, kicks left. In the corner, it's Graves for three, and Graves knocks it down. 9-8 UConn, 4 minutes in.
They got that with good ball movement.
Yeah, both teams shooting well. UConn 3 of 7. And Creighton 3 of 6. Here's Demery, front court left. Into the paint. Floater. He got it to Reed, but it's intercepted. And the Blue Jays counter. Josh Dix pulls up in the right wing. He's working on Reed. A step back two. Back rim no good. Rebound Mullins. Mullins sprints to the front court. Pulls up top of the three-point arc for three. Oh, he knocked it down. Braylon the kid And UConn leads 12-8. Mullins back with a fury. He's got 6.
That looked like Wes Palasukniak bringing the ball up court. And once he got to around where the three-point is line now, he just launched.
All right, Dix on a blow-by. Karaban blocked it. Demery has it. Sprints to the front court, gives the ball. Ball pulls up on the right wing, backs away. Kicks it out front to Demery. Down low, and they call a foul on Reed as a flop by Jason Grain draws the whistle, and that gets us under 16 minutes, 15:06 to go in the first. UConn leading 12-8. UConn basketball brought to you by Johnson Brunetti, proud to be the official wealth management sponsor of the UConn Huskies. From Brown, Painteros, and Scott, this is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
There's something new to cheer about. Introducing the exclusive M&T Bank UConn debit and credit card collection. Pick your favorite design and pay like a champion. To open an account or upgrade your current card, visit mtb.com/UConn or stop by an M&T Bank branch near you. M&T Bank, the official bank of UConn. Member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association.
Hey, Husky fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UConn basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the UConn Huskies. Let's go, Huskies! SeatGeek.
The Huskies live here. You're listening to play-by-play coverage of UConn men's basketball. Now back to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location.
UConn basketball sponsored by New Face Home Improvements, locally trusted for any roofing, siding, windows, doors, or bathroom upgrades. Your home is like our home. What did Dan Hurley say in the pregame, Wayne? If we're standing around shooting three-point field goals, we're not doing our job. We need to attack these guys in the paint. Well, all UConn's done is made 4 threes already in the opening 5 minutes.
They've taken 8 shots, and 7 have been three-point attempts. They are 4 for 7 outside the arc. That's all 12 of their points so far. And Terrace Reed has not taken a shot yet, just did commit the turnover for his first foul, an offensive foul. Meanwhile, the Huskies are out rebounding Creighton 6-3 with already 3 rebounds by the guard, Silas Demery. One of those UConn rebounds was an offensive rebound by Alex Karaban on a miss by Braylon Mullins, and it set up a second chance opportunity for another 3 by Solo Ball, who's made 2 3-pointers so far. Braylon Mullins has made 2 3-pointers so far, and the Huskies have 3 assists on their 4 field goals, all threes. In fact, the one they didn't have an assist on was the one that Braylon Mullins just brought the ball up court and right from the top of the key, let it go, and it went in. So the Huskies welcome back Braylon Mullins after missing the game on Tuesday in concussion protocol.
Here in Omaha, 17,352 are on hand. It's a sold-out house. They've been averaging a little over 16,200. But with UConn in town, second in the country, fans come out. They don't want to miss this one. And so far, it's been a barn burner.
It's crazy, Mike, that out of that end of that timeout, Greg McDermott, the head coach, was talking to Tony Chiesa, the official, and the crowd was booing. Well, that call went in Creighton's favor on the offensive foul by Reed.
Oh, here's Creighton front court left, right in front of us. They kick it on the left wing to Nick Graves. He's guarded by Demery. Tries to turn a corner right, can't do it. Backs away on the right wing outside the arc. Now a crossover move, and Graves trying to drive to the basket. The ball came loose, picked up by Blake Harper. He attacks Stewart, and Stewart is called for a foul. And Dan Hurley almost ended up in our lap. He was upset.
Huskies brought Eric Ryba and Jalen Stewart off the bench, and after that great game on Tuesday where Ryba was 6 for 6 from the floor, the last 3 games, 10 of 12 from the floor, Hurley said, I got to find more time for him. But Terrence Reed was playing well, too. I wonder if they might use the two of those bigs in the floor at the same time together. But anyway, they've done this a lot this year where Ryba comes in after the first timeout 4 minutes in, so he's on the floor now, and Stewart just picked up the foul.
The free throw rolls in off the front rim by Blake Harper. He's almost an 80% free throw shooter. Well, Dan was saying our advantage is at the pivot, and we got to take advantage of that. So Ryba's in. Let's see what happens.
Harper at the line goes to the line the most and makes the most free throws for Creighton.
12 for 9. The second one rattles in. And it's now 12-10 UConn. 14:40 to go in the first. Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman, our engineer Alex Green here in Omaha. Stewart hands to Demery. Top of the arc, gives to Caravan, launches a 3, missed everything. And a rebound picked up by Fedor Zukic. Just came in the ball game. Zukic outside the arc, skips it right to Josh Dix. He's guarded by Demery up a high screen. Dix tries to blow by Caravan, can't do it. It's in the hands of Blake Harper, right wing, out front to Jason Green. Green puts it on the floor, guarded by Ryba. Spins on Ryba, power move, and puts up a little hook that's no good. It's rebounded by Mullins, and a foul called on Creighton.
Really good job by Ryba holding his ground that time. Green was determined to get that shot up. And I don't think they're going to give a block on that play, but he certainly altered that shot.
You were talking about rebounding, and UConn not quite the same rebounding team they've been in recent past, but they are number 2 in the Big East in defensive rebounding. They get 70% plus of the misses by their opponents.
And Reed and Ryba have done a great job offensive rebounding lately. Zukic got the foul as first.
Here's Demery, hands to Ryba out front. Demery behind the screen of Ryba. Cuts to his right on the dribble. Back out front to Caravan. Now it's Mullins on the left sideline. Mullins, pick and roll Caravan. Caravan goes up with a shot. He's fouled. And he'll go to the line to shoot 2. That's always a good sign. Caravan, one of the best free throw shooters on the Huskies.
Yet he came off a career-high 9 free throw attempts last Saturday against Villanova, 8 for 9 from the line. Took no free throws against Providence on Tuesday. That was one of the rare occasions so far in the first 6+ minutes of this game where UConn has attacked the paint. Freeman got the foul, his first.
Caravan on the line makes the first. Alex has been quiet the last 2 games, made only 7 of his 24 shots. That's 29%, averaging just over 11. And he's had those ups and downs now and again in his career. But he does like playing on the road. He makes both free throws. That's always a sign of toughness. UConn 14-10, 13.5 to go in the first. Zukic crossed the timeline, and he hands to Nick Graves. Guarded by Demery, starts to his left. Graves backs away, isolated on Demery. Right-hand dribble. Out front in the hands of Owen Freeman, who hands back to Graves, who launches an arcing 3, and it's good. He wanted a foul call, but he didn't get it. 14-13 UConn. And here's ball in the front court right. On a handoff to Demery. Out front to Stewart. They work the perimeter. Back to Ball. Malachi Smith's going to check it in a moment. Here's Demery in a stop-and-go move in the paint. Ducks underneath. Nowhere to go. Kicks back the ball on the right. Ball can't get a shot off. Back out front. Stewart will try. And Stewart is able to hit a 3. And UConn leads 17-13. That's their 5th 3 of the night already. And now a drive to the basket, and Graves falls down, and Demery was underfoot, and he'll be called for a foul. Stewart first on him.
Stewart not scoring much lately, but in the last 7 games, he's now 3 for 5 from three-point range.
Yeah, last 6 games, he only scored 12 points total. And he had started to come on prior to that. The previous 7, he had scored 46 points, almost 7 a game. So it'll be Creighton ball right in front of us. Front court left. Zukic back out front to Ty Davis, who just came in the ball game.
That foul was on Demery, his first.
Davis, the sophomore guard, out front to Josh Dix. Dix isolated on Stewart. Left-hand dribble. Between the rings, starts to his right. Gives it up on a bounce. Down low, it's Freeman. Freeman on Ryba. He stays on his feet. Ball is loose. No time left. Did they get the shot off? Yeah, they did. UConn got the rebound, though. Just did beat the shot clock. And Malachi in the front court right. Smith wears number 0, and he fires it to Caravan. Caravan drives right, lost it, and it's picked up by Ball, who dives on the floor, and we get a stoppage. A held ball.
That'll be Creighton ball because UConn won the opening tap. Third Husky turnover.
Caravan upset with himself. He dribbled into traffic. You never want to do that. You're always at risk, and he lost the ball and couldn't come up with it. So Caravan out. And Jaden Ross is in. And Ross, Wayne, I was looking at his numbers. Since that hamstring pull, last 6 games, he has had not much production at all. 1 of 6 from the field, only 5 points since he got back in the lineup January 7th.
Solo ball, the only starter on the floor now for the Huskies.
Here's Dix, tries to drive by Stewart, gets an angle on him, can't beat him with a shot though, has to fire it back outside to Zukic. Now Freeman, high post left, the backdoor cut, and a foul is called. Ryba went over to help Malachi, and so I think there'll be 2 free throws for Creighton here. 17-13 as we get under 12 minutes, UConn by 4. Listen during our broadcast for our Dime of the Game, presented by Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. 17-13, UConn, 11:44 to go in the first. From Brown, Panderas, and Scott, this is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. It's not just by providing banking services, though we're very good at that. We pride ourselves in giving back in ways that go beyond banking. Acts that range from serving on local boards to neighborhood food pantries. Our employees do so not because they have to, but willingly because they care. If your current banking relationship is leaving you wanting a little more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. Member FDIC.
Husky men's basketball returns in 60 seconds. This is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
When your car is making a strange noise, no matter what it is, you can't just pretend it's not happening.
That's an interesting sound.
It's like your mental health. If you're struggling and feeling overwhelmed, it's important to do something about it. It can be as simple as talking to someone or just taking a deep, calming breath to ground yourself. Because once you start to address the problem, you can go so much further. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman here in Omaha. UConn leading 17-13, just under 12 minutes to go on the first. Tomorrow at the Vault, People's Bank Arena, Bob Joyce, Deb Fisk have the Sunday brunch call. Top-ranked UConn women. They host number 15 Tennessee at 12 noon. Radio coverage at 11:30 here along the UConn Sports Network, Varsity Network app, and the VarsityNetwork.com, plus Sirius XM, Channel 84.
Tennessee had been in first place in the SEC. They just lost their first league game on Thursday night to Mississippi State, 77-62. So Tennessee will be 14-4 when they come to UConn tomorrow. They were led by junior guard Talasia Cooper with 19 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds, but also 6 turnovers. Tennessee shot just 32% in that game, was 4 for 21 from 3. It got out-rebounded by 20, 45-25. Mississippi State, though, did have 24 turnovers. So interesting matchup. Probably the final ranked team that UConn will play, maybe until the NCAA Sweet 16. Tennessee and UConn always has a nice ring to it. Meanwhile, here it's UConn and Creighton. Huskies by 4 thanks to their 3-point offense. And if you would have asked me coming in, after we played 8+ minutes, which team would have the 4 3-point attempts, which team would have the 9, I would have thought it might have been Creighton. But no, UConn's been gunning out there. All their field goals are outside the arc. They're 5 for 10 overall, 5 for 9 from 3-point range, while Creighton is 4 for 11, 36% from the floor, 3 for 4 outside the arc. Huskies out rebounding Creighton now 8-4. The foul before the timeout was on Malachi Smith. Huskies now have 5 team fouls, just 2 for Creighton.
So on the line, the Blue Jays, and the free throw is good by Ty Davis, the sophomore. Mountain Brook, Alabama, 6'4", 190. Made 8 of 10 free throws on the season, makes them both. And it's a 2-point game. Malachi Smith, Jalen Stewart, Jaden Ross, Eric Ryba for UConn. As Malachi between the rings works to our right, gives the solo ball on the right wing, and now he hands over to Ryba. Ryba to Malachi, who drives to the basket, try to lay it up. Didn't catch any iron. Boarded by Creighton on the run out. Austin Schwartz between the rings, fires left to Isaac Trout. Good three-point shooter. A handoff to Davis. Davis starts to his right, try to turn the corner, and it's stolen by Malachi Smith. First turnover by Creighton. Smith out front to Ball for 3, and Ball misses. Rebound Ross. Ross back out front. They get it down low to Ryba on a Stewart pass, but off his hands and out of play. They turn it over. They had Ryba for a layup, but the pass had a little too much juice on it by Jalen Stewart.
4 turnovers by the Huskies, first on Stewart.
17-15, UConn with the lead. It's been a 3-point shooting festival by both teams. Creighton in their home white. Across the timeline, it's Nick Graves being hounded by Malachi Smith. Out front, it comes to Zugic. He's got ball in front of him. They go to Trout, trying to get a shot over Stewart, and there it is. It's in and out and in. Oh, he got a break on that one. And Creighton leads by 18-17.
He's a big who'll shoot the 3, 6'10", 235.
And that gets the Blue Jays crowd all jacked up. Demery's going to check in. Mullen's going to check in. Here's Malachi Smith between the rings to our right. Fires right to Ball. Ball back to Malachi. Malachi steps back to three-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Owen Freeman. And Freeman out front to Graves. Graves backs away on the left side of the lane, gives it back right for another 3. It's no good. Rebounded by Ryba as Austin Schwartz missed it. He outlets to Ball. Ball front court right. Gives it up on the right sideline to Stewart. Trying to post up. Stewie spins, puts his head down and made the shot. Little 6-footer on the baseline by Stewart. Tough move by Jalen. And UConn regains the lead, 19-18. Right to left comes Nick Graves across the timeline. He gives it up to Zukic, who's a junior guard from Montenegro. They go double team for the moment. Freeman drives inside, has the ball stripped. What do we have? And it is off of Creighton.
Jump ball.
Good defense. A held ball. Malachi comes out. Ryba comes out. Ross comes out. And Stewart comes out. UConn back to their starting lineup. 9:22 to go here in the first. Blake Harper returns.
That shot by Stewart, hook shot from maybe 5 feet out on the right side on the baseline. Very important because suddenly those threes not dropping for UConn. Now 5 for 11 outside the arc.
6 of 14 overall by the Huskies. Demery front court right on the left sideline at the hash. Starts right off a screen by Reed into the paint. And Demery missed the shot, but Caravan got the rebound and he's fouled. So Caravan crashing from the right side. The weak side got the offensive rebound, and he was fouled, and he'll have 2 free throw attempts.
So Caravan's got 2 offensive rebounds in this game. Huskies 3 total. They offensive rebounded well against Providence on Tuesday night. Coach Hurley, though, wanted better defensive rebounding.
Well, I mentioned Huskies are pretty good percentage-wise in that category, but they're not, beating teams by 8 and 10 on the boards like they have in the past. And I think that's a factor as Caravan made the first. The second one by Alex, no good off the front rim. 20-18 UConn, 9 minutes to go, first half. Zukic front court, starts to his right. He's trying to turn the corner on Mullins, who cut him off. Backs away now, out near the timeline. Zukic on a nice cut to Green, and a shot was blocked by Reed. On a run out, it's Demery and a handoff to Ball. Ball starts right top of the key, being held Now he starts back to his left and hands back to Demery. Out front, Reed. Reed directing traffic. Faces up. Backs away. Now he looks to pass. He didn't have anybody to go to. Gets to the ball. Into the paint. Ball. Banks it. Missed it. Tipped up by Reed. And he did that the other night against Providence. That was a big one. And UConn leads 22-18.
That's his first shot of the game. It came on another offensive rebound.
Oh, Villanova. I got to correct myself. That was the game that he got that tip. Here's a fadeaway in the paint as Nick Graves, a senior who averages 10 points, has scored again. He's got 8. He leads the way for Creighton. 22-20. We're 12 minutes into it here in Omaha. Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman. Here's Demery, top of the arc. To Mullins. Mullins on the hash left sideline. Screened by Reed. Mullins pull-up shot. No good. Missed it right. Tipped up. And Mullins able to save it. And Mullins keeps the dribble. Gives to Ball. Ball on the right wing outside the arc. Back out front to Demery. They get a call from the bench. Demery trying to direct traffic. He gets a screen from Mullins. Starts right. Down to 6. He goes to the basket. Try to pass it. It's intercepted. Here comes Creighton back the other way. Graves on a cut to Green. And Jason Green stuffs it home to tie the game at 22. 7:10 left in the first. All right, Demery starts right outside the arc. Hands it off to Reed up front. Reed's been quiet in this one, just 2 points. Long three by Caravan. And he delivers a triple. UConn gets the lead right back, 25-22. Alex got 6. Quickly, Creighton front court. They try to play fast. Demery is guarding Graves. He gives it up on the left wing to Harper. Blake Harper, the sophomore, puts it on the floor. Tries to blow by Caravan. Lost it, and it's saved. What do we got? A foul is called. I believe it's on Creighton. Let's see. I think it is. So that gets us under 8 minutes. 6:39 to go. And we go to the timeout. UConn leading 25-22.
Foul was on Harper, an offensive foul for Creighton, their third turnover.
All right, discover Dean Cabinetry, trusted for 25 years. Stock custom and semi-custom kitchens built for your budget. Schedule today at deancabinetry.com, a proud local sponsor of the UConn Sports Network. UConn by 3, 25-22, 6:39 to go in the first. From Brown Paint Harrison Scott, this is UConn men's basketball in Learfield.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls. Groundworks, preferred foundation repair company of UConn Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
Are you traveling out of Bradley Airport and need a safe, reliable place to park your car? Trust your vehicle to Last Fly Off-Airport Parking, located on Route 75 in Windsor Locks. They have both valet and self-park options to fit any budget. Last Fly is open 24 hours a day and will get you to the airport on time every time. Join their loyalty program to earn points for free parking, and be sure to ask about their corporate discounts. Save 20% by pre-booking online at lazfly.com. Last Fly is the official parking company and a proud supporter of UConn Athletics.
Happy New Year! There's no better time to start 2026 with a brand new vehicle from Monaco Ford and enjoy the Monaco difference.
When you purchase a new Ford, you get exclusive benefits at no extra cost, giving you a better ownership experience from day one.
These perks also help maintain your vehicle's value, so you enjoy stronger resale in the future.
Start the year off right. Experience the peace of mind, convenience, and added value that comes standard at Monaco Ford. Visit us in person or online at monacoford.com.
This is UConn men's basketball. Now back to our Connecticut Chevy Dealers broadcast location.
UConn basketball action sponsored by Orthopedic Associates of Hartford. Make your move. Connect with the top orthopedic specialists at oahct.com. 6th-time UConn has met Creighton here in Omaha. They're 1-4. But last year was memorable. Liam McNeely went for 38 as UConn was able to beat Creighton for the first time ever here. And they've had a couple of those kind of wins. They got Kansas this year early. never won there before, so UConn making some history in the last couple of years.
No UConn player since that time has scored even 30 points, much less the 38. And McNeely was one game back from missing the best part of a month with a leg injury, so that was quite a comeback for him. And they won that game, as Mike says, by 4. As they're doing one of these coaches versus cancer, I stand up for cancer. They gave everybody, including us, these pink cards. Alex and I are holding our cards up, and they're playing the Rachel Platten song, Fight Song, for folks that are fighting cancer. My mom is a breast cancer survivor. She's on my sheet here. So the entire 17,000 capacity arena standing up, holding up their signs here in Omaha.
And my cousin Lori fighting now in the same battle, and has been for the last couple of years. So best wishes to her. Huge UConn fan.
On these cards they gave out, which I'm holding mine up on the back, it says all donations at this year's Creighton versus Cancer Pinkout games are being generously matched by Nebraska Cancer Specialist up to $30,000. Double your donation by scanning the QR code, and all the funds raised benefit the American Cancer Society, Hope Lodge, Nebraska. So a big night tonight, and talked to 16th year head coach Greg McDermott before the game about what it means to him. His wife is a breast cancer survivor, and he's one of the leaders. In fact, after this game, their entire team will come out here on the floor, interact with the fans, photo ops and the like, and Coach McDermott will be one of those. UConn with 5 offensive rebounds, out-rebounding Creighton 14-7 so far. So right off the bat, rebounding big. But Reed and Ryba, who combined to go 14 of 15 from the floor in that game against Providence, taking a combined 1 shot. That was Reed's offensive rebound putback a moment ago.
All right, Mullins across the timeline, left to right, front court right near the Creighton bench, fires left to Ball. With the ball over his head, out front to Caravan. Caravan with a dribble and a handoff to Demery, who spins right up the screen. He had Caravan open for a moment. Got it to Reed, high post right. Caravan into the paint. Couple of moves. And a foul is called on the Huskies. I believe it was a moving screen. No, wait a minute. It was an offensive foul on Alex Caravan.
He's pleading his case, losing. That comes up the court, palms up like, I don't agree with that one. John Gaffney made the call.
All right, here come the Blue Jays. Across the timeline, right to left. Nick Graves outside the arc. Gives to Harper, gets it back. Starts to his right. He spins on Demery, puts it up left-handed, made it. So 25-24. UConn's lead is 1. 6 minutes to go.
Graves averages 10 points a game. He's got 10 points already.
Yeah, he's been very aggressive here tonight. Here is Demery. Right wing to our right. Left-hand dribble now to Caravan on the left wing. Screen by Reed. Caravan stop and go, moving the paint. Back out front to Mullins. Mullins puts it on the floor. He hands it right. And now they fire it left to Reed. Now they're down to 5. They're down to 4. You got to look at the basket. Here's Mullins. Pull up. Good. Mullins from 12 feet on the elbow. Braylon, the kid, saves the day. UConn up by 3, 27-24, beating the shot clock by a second.
Reed knew who to get the ball to. Seconds on the clock.
All right, Creighton with the basketball. Josh Dix drives right. He's stuck there. Gets it underneath the Green. Green back out front to Graves. Now Dix for 3, and Dix missed it. And the rebound, Demery. Good board by him. He sprints to the front court. He drives inside. He lays it up. No, he missed it. Ball is loose, and Creighton comes up with it. Harper to the front court. Try to run over Caravan. Puts the shot up. Missed it. Green got the rebound. Back out front. Graves for 3. Got it. And Nick Graves is having himself a night. We're even to 27 with 4.5 to go.
That was their first second chance points of the game, for their first offensive rebound of the game.
Here's Ball out front to Mullins on the left wing. Down low to Reed. They double team Reed. He gets it to the cutting Demery. And a foul is called on the play. And that is the 6th team foul on Creighton. Both teams have 6. Jalen Stewart's going to come back in here for Ball. Solo leaves with 6 points.
Ball was hot early. A couple of threes in the first 3.5 minutes. Hasn't scored since.
UConn only 4 points in the paint in this game. It's supposed to be a area that have the advantage. They inbound to our right to Demery into the paint. Demery, a little floater, goes up and in. Strong move from about 8 feet away. He faked like he was going to pass it, and then Silas put it up. And UConn regains the lead, 29-27. Josh Dix, front court left. Out front to Owen Freeman. On the left side, it's Graves. He's been red hot. Graves being guarded by Demery. Backs away from him. Now starts to his right. They switch. Caravan's got him for the moment. Puts it on the floor. Austin Schwartz runs over Mullins. An offensive foul. Oh, the kid doing a little bit of everything, and UConn will get the ball back after the offensive foul. UConn men's basketball brought to you by JT Gamo. As we go to the timeout, JT Gamo Hartford, jtgamo.com. Connecticut's #1 place for tux rentals, custom fit suits, and men's fashion. 29-27 UConn. 3:52 to go in the first from Brown, Penderis, and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Power Station Events is the official production partner of the UConn Huskies, the ultimate one-stop source featuring audio, video, lighting, staging, talented DJs and musicians, photography and videography, stunning decor and florals, and much more. As we celebrate our 40th anniversary, we want to thank UConn Nation as we look forward to the next 40 years. Visit us at powerstationevents.com and let us help you plan your next awesome event.
The Huskies live here. This is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
If you build a relationship, then it becomes easier. If you build trust, it becomes easier. As a parent, you want what's best for your child. To give them the love that a child needs. It's probably the best thing you do for a teenager.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, know it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Champions choose Monaco Ford. Just ask Alex Caravan and Ashland Shade. Whether you're in Glastonbury or Niantic, Monaco Ford, the trusted choice for athletes and fans alike. Shop like a champion online anytime at MonacoFord.com. Both these teams have played a lot of close games this year. UConn 7-1 in games decided by 5 or less. Creighton 4-2. And so they both had success in close games as well.
Oh, this is a close one, too, even though UConn has led for 14 minutes and Creighton's led for 1 minute. But the biggest lead has been 4. That was early when UConn jumped out to a 4-point lead at 9-5. But the one stat on the sheet that jumps off the page at me is points off turnovers. Huskies have 6 turnovers so far, 2 apiece by Caravan and Demery. And points off turnovers, 11-1 in favor of Creighton. Creighton's got 4 turnovers. They just had their 4th before this timeout. Huskies only have 1 point off those turnovers. Still out rebounding Creighton 15-9 with 5 offensive rebounds. Demery, the top rebounder with 5. Huskies started the game 5 for 10. They've gone 5 for 12 since that time. 10 of 22, 45%. But 6 of 12 from three-point range. 6 of their 10 field goals are threes. While Creighton shooting 45%, 9 of 20, and they're 5 of 8. And 5 of their 9 field goals have been three-pointers. So it's been an outside shooting kind of game. You can really see how Creighton spreads the floor, and then once UConn comes out to guard them, sometimes then they get aggressive and drive on the perimeter defenders.
Mullins, Stewart, Demery, Reed, and Caravan. Mullins front court right, out front to Caravan. Caravan down low to Demery, try to bounce it to Reed, and Reed banks it in. Good pass by Demery and a nice finish by Terrace. 31-27 UConn, 3.5 to go in the first.
Equals the biggest lead.
Now it's Graves in the front court. He's been their best scorer, 13 of their 27. Graves with the right-hand dribble guarded by Demery. Fires it right to Owen Freeman. Freeman gives it up to Dix outside the arc with a crossover. He can't get open. Zukic for three. No good. Tipped out of bounds. And who is it off of? Well, they say it's off Creighton, but I actually had a good view of that. I do not think so.
Well, there's a couple of thousand Creighton fans right behind that basket. You know what, Mike? They agree with you.
Finally, somebody in a road arena agrees with me. All right, UConn with the ball. 3 minutes to go in the first, leading 31-27. Mullins right now at the point. Starts to his right. Gives to Demery at the high post right. Demery trying to get it down low to Reed. And Reed's been fouled down there by Owen Freeman, the junior forward from Moline, Illinois. And that's going to put Reed on the line.
That's 2 fouls on Owen Freeman. He's been injury-plagued this year, missed the last 3 games. 2 he was injured, and 1 he was sick. But he is a big-time transfer, 16.7 points a game at Iowa. Preseason first team, all Big East.
1-on-1 for Terrace. Missed it. And there's a lane violation, though, by Creighton. Zukic leaned into the lane, and he was in play.
What a break for UConn. Reed, 5 of 13 from the line against Seton Hall, 7 of 8 the next 2 games, and then Tuesday against Providence, 3 for 9. Feast or famine.
Well, Terrace, 15 of his last 30 from the line. That won't do if you're going to go deep in any tournament, whether it's the Big East or the NCAA, because he's going to get fouled, so he's got to make people pay at the line. Front end again. This one up. And no, he missed it up the front rim. So UConn misses 2 free throws there. They're now 3 of 5. And Creighton has it out front. Nick Graves, front court left, tries to blow by Demery. Pulls up, nowhere to go. And trying to get a shot off. He has to give it up, and he does. It's Jason Grain, and the man cutting to the basket can't control it. It's out of bounds. Blake Harper, and a turnover by Creighton. That's their 5th. 2.5 to go. UConn 31-27 here in the first half. Demery front court right, top of the arc with a left-hand dribble. Back to his right with a right-hand dribble. Directing traffic. He gives it up to Reed up front. Now Caravan on a handoff. Caravan to the basket. Shot blocked. Rebound Reed. He stuffed it home. UConn 33-27. So Reed asserting himself. Ball's going to check in here in a moment. Graves to the front court. Looks back at Greg McDermott. Gets a call. Starts to his right. Graves checked by Caravan, and a foul called on Jalen Stewart. A lot of flopping bodies in this game so far. Blake Harper went down. Now, if he was in the NFL, I think he would have gotten the interference call, the pass interference. But that was 30 feet from the basket. Really made no difference whatsoever.
But both bodies fell to the ground. You had to call something there, and I agree that I thought Stewart was the guy that initiated that contact. That's his second foul. He comes out.
Now 1-1 for Creighton, who hadn't scored in the last 2:41. It's Blake Harper, front end good.
He's the guy we mentioned earlier, takes and makes the most free throws, 80% on the season for Creighton.
He's 5 for 5. Transferred from Howard in Washington, D.C.
He was the MEAC Player of the Year as a freshman.
Couple of transfers from Iowa. The second one, no good. Missed it off the front of the rim. 31-28. UConn leads. Across the timeline, Demery. Minute 45 left. Demery on a bounce to Reed, high post right. He looks and kicks back to Mullins, who spins off the screen. Mullins to the basket, put it up, no. Rebounded, knocked out of bounds off of Creighton with 20 to shoot. Minute 37 to go here in the first half. 33-28 UConn.
Rebounding now 19-10 Huskies.
Dan Hurley trying to get a call in on the inbounds. And they get it into Demery. Back to Ball for 3, and Solo hits it on the left wing. Great call from the sideline, and UConn's up by 8, their biggest advantage. 36-28. Josh Dix Tries to turn a corner right, guarded by Mullins. Fires in the far corner. It's in the hands of Graves. Graves back out front to Zukic. He tries to turn a corner on ball. He's cut off. Starts back to his right. Skips it left to Harper. Puts it on the floor, working on Caravan. Spins underneath. Good defense. A shot blocked. I don't know who the foul is on. It's going to be on Caravan.
That's number 2 on Alex. He's only committed 3 fouls in the last 3 games total, but 2 in the first half tonight.
Well, he's being worked over one-on-one by the shooter. He got help from Reed, who blocked the shot, but Caravan got him with the body. How'd you like to be able to listen to us while synced up to your TV in the comfort of your own home? Lots of people do it. Go to syncmygame.com, syncmygame.com to find out how. We're getting a review, I believe, on who committed the foul. It was called against Caravan. As Creighton right now has not scored a field goal in 3.5 minutes with a minute left to go in the first half. They have all 3 officials looking at it.
Huskies have hit 6 of the last 10 shots, and the threes went early. That three-pointer by Ball, though, was the first made three-pointer for UConn in the last 6 minutes. Caravan had one 6 minutes ago. So threes have been a big weapon for the Huskies. 54% outside the arc, 7 of 13 now. With Ball, 3 for 5.
And the Huskies led by Solo with 9, 8 by Braylon Mullins, 6 apiece by Terrace Reed and Alex Caravan, 5 by Jalen Stewart in his 8 minutes.
Solo has taken the most shots for the Huskies, 7. He was taking more shots in that game where Mullins was out back on Tuesday night. As a matter of fact, in that game, he took a career-high 18 shots. Coach Hurley said that with not just in that Providence game, but also the rest of the Villanova game, after Mullins got hurt and came out and had to go to the locker room with that concussion, all of a sudden that gave Ball more of a license to shoot. And with his aim from out there, you kind of want him, even though he hasn't been as good a three-point shooter this year, just 28% on the season.
I didn't think you needed a license to shoot, but apparently Solo has it tonight. And he's been shooting it not great, but tonight, 3 for 5 from three-point range. That doesn't hurt.
He's averaged 20.5 points a game in the last 2 games, and significantly those are the ones that Mullins either missed all or part of.
Minute 10 has been put back on the clock. And I think we're going to get free throws here.
So confirming it is the second foul on Caravan.
It'll be Blake Harper.
So they bring Ross in.
Go to the line. Harper was not listed in the starting lineup prior to the game, but then he got the start. He's a left-hander, and free throws up and good. 36-29. UConn with the advantage.
He does have a knack of getting to the line. Plus, he's got the only 2 4-point plays for Creighton this year, foul and a 3.
And the second one is up and good. So Creighton has been near perfect on the line. They're 7 of 8. UConn 3 of 5. Demery in the front court with a minute to go to our right. Out front the ball. Gives to Demery in the left hash. Starts right up, a high screen by Reed. Demery with a little pull up. It's good in the lane. A teardrop by Silas. He's made a couple of those tonight, and he's really good at that. UConn by 8, 38-30. Nick Graves between the rings to our left. Long 3 by Graves, no good. Rebounded by Jaden Ross, and they'll walk it up. Shot clock, game clock, about 9-second differential, and they'll take the 30-second timeout. We'll pause 10 seconds. For Station ID, you're listening to UConn Men's Basketball on Learfield, presented by Braun, Penderas, and Scott.
That was the first missed three-point shot by Graves. He's now 3 for 4 outside the arc, and he's been good. Big East game, shooting 42% from 3. He's got 13 of Creighton's 30 first-half points.
UConn coming in 20-1, winners of 16 in a row. And the last few have not been easy as they've gotten deep into the Big East schedule. We're starting the second half of the schedule. UConn with some real tough ones coming up at Villanova, at St. John's next Friday. They'll be home for a game on Tuesday with Xavier in Hartford.
Xavier beat DePaul 68-66 today as Filip Borovichinen hit a putback at the buzzer to give them that tie-breaking shot. DePaul took one free throw in that entire game.
All right, UConn front court right. It's Demery on the left wing to ball. 15 to shoot. Pick and roll Demery. The kick out by Demery near corner. 3 back rim. No good. Rebounded by Ball. They'll kick it back out, and they'll run the rest of the clock out. It's Demery. 10 seconds in the half. About a half-second differential. Demery jump shot. Good! 12-footer on the left elbow. UConn by 11, 41-30 at the buzzer. The 3 hits the top of the basket. So Silas Demery, 3 mid-range jumpers, 6 points for him. And UConn leads at the break, 41-30. And stay with us. The halftime report coming up with Paul Roper. That's next, presented by Brown Paint Harrison Scott. This is UConn basketball from Learfield.
When you start your day, be ready with Eyewitness News.
Ready with your first alert to weather changes so the whole family's prepared.
Ready for breaking news to keep your family safe. Ready with a clear look at delays and the best way around them. All so you're ready to start your day.
From overnight breaking news to first alert weather and traffic, together every 10 minutes. Be morning ready with Caitlin Newclo, Tracy McCain, Scott Haney, and Caitlin Francis. Eyewitness News this morning, weekdays 4:30 to 7 on Channel 3.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to Sirius XM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the Sirius XM app. For the win! Got it! Let's go! Sirius XM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. He's got it! So cheer along with the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Planning a move? Let Lippincott Van Lines, the official mover of the UConn Huskies, take the worry and stress out of your relocation. Whether you're moving across the country, across the world, or just across the street, Lippincott Van Lines will handle your packing, moving, and storage needs with the care and quality they deserve. If the UConn Huskies football team can trust Lippincott to get their gear to the field on time, you can trust them to get your items where they need to be. Call Lippincott Van Lines today for a free estimate at 800-245-8563.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Minutes are in the books. This is the Husky Halftime Report. Coming up, we'll recap the first half and check scores from across the country. Now, let's go to the Learfield Network studios.
Teams were tied at 27 with 4.5 minutes to play in the first half, but the Huskies close out the half on a 14-3 run and lead going into the locker room by 11, 41-30 over the Creighton Blue Jays in Omaha. Paul Roper with you in the Learfield Network studios. 3 other games in the Big East, all are final. Buzzer beater in Cincinnati for Xavier over DePaul as Filip Borovichinen wins at the buzzer. Make it 68-66, the winner for the Musketeers over the Blue Demons. Meanwhile, the Pirates down by 8 against the Golden Eagles. They trailed against Marquette and Milwaukee and won that game, and it would be the same story in Newark thanks to Bud Clark.
Was behind the back. It's stolen by Staten McRae. Staten McRae dikes it down the right side, slows it up on the wing, out to Clark, and the Pirates will set it up looking for their first lead of the game. Here's Clark to the baseline. Clark goes past James for the reverse. It's good! And Seton Hall takes the lead, their first lead of the game, 45-44 with 14:38 to go.
Gary Cohen on the Seton Hall Pirates Sports Network from Learfield. 15 of Bud Clark's 19 points come after halftime, and the Pirates overturned an 8-point halftime deficit to defeat Marquette 69-64. And Georgetown wins their third in a row, a 77-64 rout over the Butler Bulldogs. On the ice, UConn women's hockey team ranked 7th in the country, unable to sweep New Hampshire for the weekend as the Wildcats come from behind to win it in overtime 3-2 over the Huskies this evening. Meanwhile, men's basketball team up 41-30 over the Creighton Jays thanks to a terrific run to close out the first half. We'll take a look at scores from a busy day in the top 25 after these messages. Presented by Brown, Payne, Dearest, and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball from Learfield.
UConn fans, when it comes to sports injuries, do you know where the Huskies go?
UConn Health, Connecticut's only public academic medical center. Our doctors advance research and train future generations of healthcare experts.
All while offering the latest injury prevention, treatment, and performance improvement.
UConn Health, we're delivering care that changes the game for athletes and for everyone.
Learn more at uconnhealth.org.
Welcome to the Chevy Lightning Round. Guess the clues to win. First team, you're up.
Powerful, commanding, unstoppable.
Silverado.
Adventurous, fun, techie.
Trailblazer.
Stylish, nimble.
Tracks.
Innovative, electric.
Blazer EV. Lightning Round champions. You've guessed all the right Chevy clues.
Wherever the year takes you, explore it together in the Chevy of your choice. Visit your Connecticut Chevy dealers.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls.
Groundworks, preferred foundation repair company of UConn Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
A true teammate takes on every day with a winner's attitude, gets up when they fall down, and leaves it all on the field. There's a group of teammates who do all these things every single day. But they're more than your typical athlete. They're kids facing unthinkable medical circumstances. Team Impact matches children facing serious illness and disability with college sports teams, creating a long-term, life-changing experience for everyone involved. Join us in the movement to get all kids in the game. Visit teamimpact.org to learn more. Team Impact. All in, all together.
Welcome back to our halftime report. Paul Roper with you in the Learfield Network studios as the Huskies lead at 41-30 over the Creighton Jays, looking for their 17th win in a row and continuing their perfect start in Big East play. Let's take a look at the top 25 scoreboard, continuing their perfect start overall. Number 1, Arizona. They'll be number 1 for another week as they've won a school record 22nd straight to start the season. They defeat their rivals from Tempe, Arizona State, 87-74. Duke improves to 20-1. They win at 72-50. The 4th-ranked Blue Devils do. 10th-ranked Houston does a number on Cincinnati, 76-54. UCF with the only upset of the day. They take down 11th-ranked Texas Tech, 88-80. 14th-ranked Kansas wins a big showdown against number 13 BYU inside the Fog, 90-82. It was 16th-ranked North Carolina over Georgia Tech, 91-75. Kentucky, here's actually an upset that just wrapped up as Kentucky defeats number 15 Arkansas, 85-77. Vanderbilt tops Ole Miss, 71-68 as the 18th-ranked Commodores improved to 19-3. And 20th-ranked Louisville, an 88-74 winner over SMU. Also, Miami University wins at 85-61. The Redhawks remain perfect. They are 22-0 coming out of the Mid-American Conference. Our halftime score inside of in Omaha is UConn 41, Creighton 30. We'll send it back to Omaha, where Wayne Norman has the first half stats after these, presented by Brown, Payne, Dearest, and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball from Learfield.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. As one of the area's leading commercial lenders, we place a priority on helping local business owners build and grow their businesses, big or small. Because our lenders live and work in the markets we serve, our homegrown expertise can help create opportunities for local businesses to thrive. If your current banking relationship is leaving you wanting more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. Member FDIC.
Are you traveling out of Bradley Airport and need a safe, reliable place to park your car? Trust your vehicle to Last Fly Off-Airport Parking, located on Route 75 in Windsor Locks. They have both valet and self-park options to fit any budget. Last Fly is open 24 hours a day and will get you to the airport on time every time. Join their loyalty program to earn points for free parking, and be sure to ask about their corporate discounts. Save 20% by pre-booking online at lazfly.com. Last Fly is the official parking company and a proud supporter of UConn Athletics.
Listen closely. Did you hear that? That's the sound of employees being productive. They're so efficient because they partnered with Xerox to manage workplace technology. From advanced printers to automating your workflows to IT solutions, our local experts ensure your business runs smoothly. Visit us at Xerox.com/UConn. Xerox. We make work work.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
UConn was the biggest lead of the game right now, 11 points, 41-30, closing the half on the 14-3 run. UConn led in scoring by Solo Ball. He's got 9 points, hit a couple of threes early to give UConn the lead. Terrace Reed has 7. Alex Caravan has 6. Silas Demery scored the last 5 points of the half. He's got 7. And Braylon Mullins has 8, including a pair of three-pointers off the bench. Jalen Stewart had 5. That's all the bench scoring UConn got. Ryba, Smith, and Ross did not score. Ryba played 5.5 minutes, didn't take a shot. For Creighton, they were led by Nick Graves, averaging 10 points a game. He had 13 in the first half on 5 of 6 shooting, 3 threes. Jason Green had 2. Austin Schwartz had 3. Blake Harper had 7. Josh Dix, their leading scorer, 0 for 3, did not score in the first half. And off the bench, they got a 3 by Isaac Trout and a 2 by Ty Davis, actually 2 free throws. Owen Freeman did not score in the first half for Creighton, which missed 5 of its last 6 shots of the half. They were 9 of 22, 41%, 5 of 10 from 3, and 7 of 8 from the line. UConn hit 9 of its last 15 shots in the half, shot 50%, 15 of 30, 8 of 15 from three-point range, 53%, and 3 of 5 from the line. Out rebounding Creighton 21-10, led by 5 from Demery. They got 8 offensive rebounds, 3 by Caravan, good for 14 second-chance points, and only 1 offensive rebound by Creighton, good for 3 second-chance points. Creighton 3, make that 6 assists on 9 field goals. UConn 8 assists on 15 field goals. Huskies 6 turnovers turned into 11 Creighton points. Creighton had 5 turnovers, good for 5 UConn points. Creighton had 3 steals, 1 block. UConn 2 steals and 1 block. Points in the paint, 12-6 UConn. Fast break points, 2-0 Creighton. Biggest lead, the 11 at the present time. Creighton had a 2-point lead as the Huskies led for 17 minutes and 39 seconds. Creighton led for 1 minute. How about this number? Layups, UConn 1 for 7 and Creighton 1 for 5. UConn women and Tennessee battle tomorrow in Hartford. It was today's date in 1990 that a UConn women's basketball record-setting crowd of 3,151 was on hand as the women's team played its first game at Gampa Pavilion, a 76-54 win over Big East rival Georgetown. 2 weeks later, February 12th, the Huskies were 19-3 and ranked in the top 25 for the first time in school history. UConn and Tennessee tomorrow at 11:30 here on the UConn Sports Network. And February 14th, UConn will induct all-time great Hashim Thabit to the Huskies of Honor on the halftime of the game against Georgetown. 2-time National Defensive Player of the Year, second-team All-American, and the 2009 Big East Player of the Year. Here it's UConn 41, Creighton 30 from Brown, Panderas, and Scott. This is UConn men's basketball on Lear Field.
Power Station Events is the official production partner of the UConn Huskies, the ultimate one-stop source featuring audio, video, lighting, staging, talented DJs and musicians, photography and videography, stunning decor and florals, and much more. As we celebrate our 40th anniversary, we want to thank UConn Nation as we look forward to the next 40 years. Visit us at powerstationevents.com and let us help you plan your next awesome event.
Happy New Year. There's no better time to start 2026 with a brand new vehicle from Monaco Ford and enjoy the Monaco difference.
When you purchase a new Ford, you get exclusive benefits at no extra cost, giving you a better ownership experience from day one.
These perks also help maintain your vehicle's value, so you enjoy stronger resale in the future.
Start the year off right. Experience the peace of mind, convenience, and added value that comes standard at Monaco Ford. Visit us in person or online at monacoford.com.
When you start your day, be ready with Eyewitness News.
Ready with your first alert to weather changes so the whole family's prepared.
Ready for breaking news to keep your family safe. Ready with a clear look at delays and the best way around them. All so you're ready to start your day.
From overnight breaking news to first alert weather and traffic, together every 10 minutes. Be morning ready with Caitlin Newclo, Tracy McCain, Scott Haney, and Caitlin Francis. Eyewitness News this morning, weekdays 4:30 to 7 on Channel 3.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Connecticut. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of Connecticut and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Connecticut.
Welcome back to Omaha, CHI Health Center, home of the Creighton Blue Jays, where UConn leads at halftime 41-30. Mike Crispino along with Wayne Norman. Alex Green is our engineer. UConn trying to win in this building for just the second time in their history. Dan Hurley, since coming to UConn, is 185-70. It's over 72% winning percentage, but against Creighton in his career, he is 4-9. So he has not had a lot of success against Greg McDermott until last year when he got a win here. He'd like to make it 2 in a row, that's for sure.
Creighton got knocked out of the NCAAs in the second round, and they knocked UConn out of the Big East tournament. But they lost a great player early in the season last year, Pop Isaacs. He left the program, went to Texas A&M.
And they lost a man early this year, too, Jackson McAndrew. Only played 4 games. Here is Creighton to our right, shooting at the basket with their own benches. Blow-by move and a bank shot that goes in by Blake Harper. Right away they attack Caravan, who had 2 fouls. 41-32. UConn by 9. Demery out front to ball. UConn shooting at the basket where their bench is. They get it back to Solo on the left wing. Solo out front to Mullins. Mullins a long 3. Got it. He is something else. Braylon the kid. UConn 44-32, and Mullins is in double figures with 11. His first man with 11.
Nick Graves can't give him that much space.
You can guard him pretty closely, but he can still get shots off. Here's a drive by Graves, and a foul was called, I believe, before the shot as he drove it right. And it's going to be on Demery. That is his second. So it'll be Creighton basketball as they inbound it to Dix for 3. Front rim no good. Rebound by Demery. Demery quickly to the front court, right to left on the right sideline. Looks over the offense. Backs away between the rings. Skips it over to Reed at the high post right of the lane. Reed with a handoff to Caravan. Caravan into the paint. Keeps his dribble. Now puts it up off the glass, and it's good. Caravan attacking the 10. UConn 46-32. Caravan with 8.
He lost that dribble twice, regained, and still went in strong from the right side.
All right, Nick Graves to the front court to our right. And he gives it up high post to Dix. Back out front to Green. Jason Green being guarded by Reed. They kick it back outside to Austin Schwartz, who's been quiet. Schwartz starts right, under 10 seconds to shoot. Back to Dix, who got away with it. No, he didn't get away with the travel. As John Gaffney calls it, and a turnover by Creighton. That's their 7th.
Dix being guarded by Mullins. He's their leading scorer at 12 points a game overall in a Big East play. He's been held in check today with 0 for 4 shooting.
All right, Demery across the timeline along the right sideline to our left. Now Mullins has it. Mullins fires it right to Caravan out front. Caravan on a bounce, high post, Demery. Demery looking to get it down low, and he got it to Reed. Reed has to save it. He's on the floor, and it goes off of Creighton. Good hustle by Terrace that time as he dove to the court. Well, they changed the call, and it is off Reed, and it'll be Creighton basketball.
That's 7 turnovers on the Huskies. They gave the turnover to Demery, his 3rd.
The inbound to Nick Graves. Graves, the game's high scorer with 13 across the timeline against Demery in the front court right. On the right wing, on a skip pass to Jason Green. He's guarded by Reed. Puts it on the floor, turns the corner. Over Mullins. He banks it in, and Mullins hits the ground. Hopefully he's okay. He hit the basket stanchion after Green attacked the rim. 46-34, UConn by 12.
Another big score for Creighton. 11 points a game being held in check today. Just 4 points.
He's got 4. Here's Caravan to the cutting Demery on the left baseline. Up the high screen of Reed. Into the paint. Nowhere to go. He fires back outside to Caravan. Tough D by Creighton. Here's Demery on the ground floor. Guarded by Dix. A fadeaway. No good. Rebound. Caravan banks it in. He might have got away with one there as he pushed off Blake Harper. Back the other way. A foul is called as Graves attacked the rim, lost the ball, but got hit in the face, and they are going to give him 2 shots. UConn leading 48-34, 3 minutes in to the second half. Greg McDermott goes to his bench. He's going to bring in Isaac Trout, the junior forward.
Caravan got UConn's 9th offensive rebound, and second chance points now 16-3.
So on the line is Graves, 76% from there. Averages 10 a game, plays 25 minutes. Left-hander, free throw, good. And Creighton's been good on the line, 8 for 9. UConn's only gotten there 5 times. UConn on the line has been outscored on the season by 44 points on the line. That's another area that, if you could improve that going into tournament time, that would be big. 2 free throws are good by Graves.
Their top 3 scorers aren't doing much in this game, but Graves is picking up the slack.
He 15. Sure is. All right, here's Demery in the front court. Top of the arc, starts back to his right. Now spins it over to Braylon Mullins for 3. Mullins front rim, no good. And a rebound. Graves got it. He runs it down. Sprints to the front court. Threw it away. He threw it behind his man, Austin Schwartz, the sophomore guard, the transfer from Miami.
So each team has 7 turnovers. Creighton tried to speed up the game a little bit and too fast.
Yeah, that was a careless one, too, because there was no need. There was no pressure. Front court left, it's Mullins, now to Demery in the left wing outside the arc. Being held, actually, by Dix. Get back to Caravan for 3. Front rim, no good. Rebounded by Jason Green. The outlets to Graves. Graves front court right. Dribbles between 2 defenders. Now pulls up without the dribble and gives it to Trout. And now it's Schwartz, Austin Schwartz, the sophomore guard, starts right. Beats Mullins off a screen. Jump shot good. Elbow from 12 on the left side. 48-38. Creighton starting to create some momentum.
6-2 run.
Here's Demery. Looking over the offense. Starts to his right. Gives it to Reed out front. Reed almost lost it. Ball picks it up loose. Ball with a stop and go move on Trout. Into the paint, nowhere to go. Gives to Mullins, baseline jumper. Mullins good from 10 away on the right baseline. Braylon the kid coming up with a deuce. 50-38 UConn, 15 and a half to go. Here's Austin Schwartz, front court right, out front to Trout. Transfer from Virginia. Now it's Green in the high post left. Faces up. He's got Reed in front of him. High arcing 3. Short. Rebounded by Caravan. Creighton now 5 of 12 from 3. Caravan's got 5 boards. Caravan has it front court left. Gives it up on the high post to Reed. Reed with a handoff. It's Demery behind the screen of Reed. He goes baseline, pull up. Good! Oh, Demery's really putting a show on. He's got 9. He's hit a lot of mid-range shots tonight. That's our Monaco Ford Championship Drive, courtesy of Monaco Ford in Glastonbury and Niantic. Shop like a champion online anytime at monacoford.com. A foul is called on Mullins, and we get under the 16-minute mark at 14:51, with UConn leading 52-38. Timeout on the floor. The Jeep brand is still keeping it fresh after 85 years. See for yourself. Get a great deal during the Jeep Start Something New sales event only at your Hartford, New Haven Jeep dealers. UConn by 14, 52-38. 14:48 to go from Brown Paint Harrison Scott. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Hey, Husky fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley-Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UConn basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the UConn Huskies. Let's go, Huskies! SeatGeek.
Husky pride is in full swing. Academic minds are hard at work and play. As a supporter of all things Husky, Travelers is proud to sponsor UConn and its exciting sports programs. From football to basketball to hockey, we're Husky all the way. Travelers in UConn, committed to the young people who are the future of Connecticut.
UConn fans, when it comes to sports injuries, do you know where the Huskies go?
UConn Health, Connecticut's only public academic medical center. Our doctors advance research and train future generations of healthcare experts.
All while offering the latest injury prevention, treatment, and performance improvement.
UConn Health, we're delivering care that changes the game for athletes and for everyone.
Learn more at uconnhealth.org.
The UConn Huskies are on the air. Now back to our Connecticut Chevy Dealers broadcast location.
If UConn basketball scores big, you can score bigger at Jordan's. Get you any furniture or mattress now. And if the men's and women's teams both make the finals, it'll all be for free. So keep that in mind when you're shopping for furniture in the next few weeks. Mike Crispino, Wayne Norman, 52-38. UConn leads Creighton here in Omaha.
UConn's outscored Creighton 11-8 in the second half. They've equaled their largest lead. Creighton made a bit of a run, cut it to 10, and then Mullins and Demery both getting jump shots inside the arc to put it back to 14 at 52-38. UConn shooting 5 of 8 since halftime, as they're up to 53% from the floor in the game. And they're 1 of 3 from 3, so they're down to 50% from three-point for the game, 9 of 18. Meanwhile, Creighton started the second half 3 for 5. They're overall shooting up to 44%, but they're 0 for 2 from 3 in the second half, 5 for 12 from 3 in the game. And I talked about the big 3 scores for Creighton being kept in check. Well, they've scored a little bit here in the second half, but so far their leading scorer, 12 points a game, Josh Dix. By the way, that's D-I-X. He has 0 for 4, 0 for 2 from the floor. Austin Swartz averaging a little less than that at 12 points a game, but their leading Big East scorer at 17 points a game. Swartz did get a field goal here in the second half. He's 2 for 3 and only has a total of 5 points in this game. And Jason Green's been a big scorer for them, 11 points a game, and their top rebounder. Green's 2 for 7, as he's only got 4 points in the game and only 2 rebounds.
Creighton with the basketball to our right. And it's in the hands of Austin Schwartz between the rings, straight on the basket. Gives it up on the bounce, high post to Jason Green. Green with the ball over his head, guarded by Ryba. Tries to attack Ryba, trying to overpower him. Up fake, fade away, good. He just ran roughshod over the rookie Ryba that time. 52-40, and Jason Green, you remember, had a huge game against UConn in the semifinals of the Big East tournament last spring. Got Creighton to the championship game, but they couldn't win. St. John's was able to win it
He scored 19 in that game.
Yeah, here's Ryba out front to Demery into the paint. It's a pull-up by Ball, no good, in and out. Tipped back by Ryba. They get it to Mullins, deep in the right corner. Caravan for three, buries it. So UConn getting the offensive glass, getting into the open man. They lead 55-40.
Biggest lead of the game. Huskies more second chance points.
Here's Creighton. Ty Davis, the sophomore guard, with it. Starts to his left, guarded by Demery. Backs away. Right-hand dribble. Trout for three. Off the front rim, no good. And off of UConn, out of bounds. Mullins had his right hand on it. Couldn't get both hands on it. So it'll be Creighton ball with 13:40 to go. Demery comes out. He's got 9 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. And Mullins comes out. And he's upset he didn't get the rebound.
Well, Ball missed a shot. Caravan got the rebound, got the putback, and that gives him 13 points. Just moved past Donyell Marshall, career scoring list.
Trout in the corner for three. That's short, and it's rebounded, and a foul is called on Creighton. A push, and Greg McDermott's pretty upset about that. Tony Chiesa made the call, and it was Malachi Smith who fell to the ground. And I don't know. I didn't catch the very beginning of it, but the foul has been called on Ty Davis.
It's his first foul of the game. Trout just missed back-to-back threes. He's one of their better three-point shooters at 6'10".
Here's Malachi between the rings, front court left. Kicks it left to Stewart. Screened by Ryba. Stewart into the paint. Try to get it down low. Can't. Goes to a fadeaway. Good! Oh, Jalen Stewart in front of one of his relatives calling the game tonight, Donnie Marshall. Having a good night. UConn leading 57-40. And here's Jason Grain for three, short, and that ends up out of bounds. So right now, Creighton in the second half, 4 for 10 on the game, 13 for 31. And UConn's defense continues to be solid, man-to-man. It's been one of their strengths this year. Here they are doing the same thing to Creighton as the Huskies have made 4 of their last 5 field goal attempts to open up a 17-point lead.
UConn's three-point defense best in the league. Remember that Seton Hall was 1 for 16 from 3. Second half, Creighton's 0 for 5 outside the arc.
Yeah, teams are shooting under 29% from 3 against them. Here's Malachi Smith, front court left. Between the rings, straight on with a left-hand dribble. He starts to his left. Now they don't guard him. He pulls up and shoots a three. And he made it! They gave it to him, and he drilled it. UConn 60-40. Timeout called by Creighton. Greg McDermott looking on, wondering who's guarding who out there. You got to guard people. UConn learned that the hard way last year when they went out in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Came back, brought Silas Demery from Georgia, and it made a huge jump defensively here this season. Husky Hoops brought to you in part by UConn Health. We're delivering care that changes the game for Husky athletes and everyone. From Brown, Penderas, and Scott, 12:43 to go. UConn leading 60-40. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Mike Rowe here with a random fact. More than half of the homes that have basements in North America will experience water damage. It's true. Whether it's basement moisture, flooding, or bowing walls, do yourself a favor. Call Groundworks. I spent some time working with these guys. They're the real deal. Their people are trained and certified to waterproof your basement and stabilize your walls.
Groundworks, preferred foundation repair company of UConn Athletics.
Licensed in all states where work is performed. See website for details.
From the Berkshires to the Long Island Sound, this is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
Let's take a moment to breathe. Deep inhale. Extend your spine. Remain focused on what you're doing. If safe to do so, exhale slowly, leaning to one side. Inhale back to center. If safe to do so, exhale slowly to the opposite side. Find mental health resources at loveyourmindtoday.org. This message is brought to you by the Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council.
Put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D. That means that do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted.
A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk on SiriusXM College Sports Radio and Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. UConn on an 8-0 run, 12-2 over the last 3 minutes. They made their last 3 field goals, and extending back over the last 11 minutes, they've outscored Creighton 33-13 to open up this 20-point lead. And they've quieted this crowd. And Wayne, we've been here the last few years, and this place rocks. And that's the only thing that you can do to quiet a crowd like here or Kansas is keep the other team on their heels a little bit. And UConn's been able to do it today.
Well, it's not quite the 24 bench points they had against Providence on Tuesday night. The Husky bench outscoring the Creighton bench 10-5 in this game, and 7 of those points are by Jalen Stewart. It's the first time in 8 games that Stewart's had 3 field goals in a game. So the UConn bench making its contribution. And only 5 bench points for Creighton. And on the year, they lead the Big East in bench points, 63rd overall at 28 a game. They got 5 in this game. As they're getting some contributions, they got the 7 points by Stewart off the bench, and the 3 a moment ago by Malachi Smith, who started the game 4 for 4 on Tuesday at Gamble against Providence.
Creighton do our Rydell inbound in their front court. And they get it into Nick Graves, their high scorer in the game, with 15. He starts to his left, guarded by Smith. Now back to his right with a right-hand dribble picked up by Stewart on a switch. Now they pump it down low to Blake Harper. Got an advantage on Smith. He runs over him. Can't get a shot off. Good help by Ryba. They kick it back outside. They get a 3. No good. It's rebounded by Harper in the paint. Stewart takes it away from him. Caravan dives on it, and we have a held ball. So UConn with some good second effort on the glass, even though they didn't get the original Karam. And Caravan just getting helped up by his teammates.
I mentioned that Alex just became number 15 on the career scoring list, passing Danielle Marshall, now 649 points, and he's 1 point behind Khalid El-Amin at number 14.
Well, Alex Caravan, wow. What a treat he has been at UConn. 2 championships and making another run this year, hopefully. Here's Stewart, front court left on a handoff to Ball. Right side, he fires it to Malachi Smith. Malachi looks over the defense. Now starts to his left, gives to Stewart. Stewart puts it on the floor. Tries to drive by Josh Dix. Along the baseline, the kick out to Ryba, doesn't shoot it. Try to drive inside, but he is fouled by Owen Freeman. So Eric Rybo had a 3-point look and didn't shoot it.
He mugged him
able
from
to draw a
behind.
foul.
He mugged him from behind and then says, I didn't touch it. I disagree.
Our broadcast booth sponsor, it's not the first time or the last. Our broadcast booth sponsor this season, Connecticut Chevy Dealers, home to a century of truck capability featuring America's most dependable trucks. Visit your local Connecticut Chevy dealer today. Chevy drives America. Timeout on the floor from Brown Paint Harrison Scott. UConn by 20. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
When you start your day, be ready with Eyewitness News.
Ready with your first alert to weather changes so the whole family's prepared.
Ready for breaking news to keep your family safe. Ready with a clear look at delays and the best way around them. All so you're ready to start your day.
From overnight breaking news to first alert weather and traffic, together every 10 minutes. Be morning ready with Caitlin Nuclo, Tracy McCain, Scott Haney, and Caitlin Francis. Eyewitness News this morning, weekdays 4:30 to 7 on Channel 3.
At Dime Bank, we're all about community. It's not just by providing banking services, though we're very good at that. We pride ourselves in giving back in ways that go beyond banking. Acts that range from serving on local boards to neighborhood food pantries. Our employees do so not because they have to, but willingly because they care. If your current banking relationship is leaving you wanting a little more, come join our community. It's your bank, your choice, your dime.
Dime Bank. Community banking lives here. Member FDIC.
For comprehensive coverage of college basketball, tune to SiriusXM College Sports Radio Channel 84 in the car and on the SiriusXM app. For the win! Got it! Let's go! SiriusXM SiriusXM is the home of your favorite team and conference, including live games, plus interviews and analysis. He's got it! So cheer along with the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
Play-by-play coverage of UConn men's basketball rolls on. Now, let's go back to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location.
On the go, want to stay connected to live college sports anywhere in the country? Download the free Varsity Network app. People ask me, I tell them. The free Varsity Network app. Available on Apple and Android. New features this season. Easier than ever to listen to live and keep up with your favorite teams. Don't miss a moment. Get the free Varsity Network app. I do it. Wayne Norman does it. Alex Green does it. Paul Roper does it.
I'm listening to you right now on Varsity, as a matter of fact.
Are you really?
There's a slight delay there, but that's all right. UConn coach Dan Hurley's son, Drew, turned 24 years old yesterday. His mother, Dan's wife, Andrea, is here on the trip. My theory, I don't know if this is just off the top of my head, my theory is she didn't want her boy's birthday to be without her, so she came along on the plane yesterday. And also, UConn first-year assistant coach Mike Nardi, the 1,000-plus scorer at Villanova, longtime assistant at Villanova, Jay Wright and beyond. He turned 41 years old yesterday. A great addition to Coach Hurley's staff.
I thought he turned 31. I asked him. He laughed. He thought I was being a fool.
He said didn't have time to go out yesterday because of the trip, but a couple of nights ago he and the wife went out, had a nice little quiet birthday dinner together.
Very nice. All right, Malachi Smith will inbound to our left. UConn in their front court. And Smith looking, having trouble, and he's got to call a timeout.
Luke Burry is saying you should have thrown over here on to Malachi's right side to solo ball, but I thought ball was covered pretty tightly.
All right, so they're talking it over.
This possession,
you hate to burn an extra timeout like that.
Well, you could tell he was in trouble. He just got that timeout called a split second before. It would have been a 5-second inbound violation. This UConn possession set up by the third foul on Owen Freeman. And with the loss of Ryan Kalkbrenner, the second career scorer in Creighton history, they figured he'd be a big force inside. He was the Big Ten Rookie of the Year 2 years ago when he played at Iowa. Last year he averaged 16.7 points a game, but he's had a variety of injuries this year, early and then recently as well. Missed the last 3 games, and he's been pretty quiet in this game. Hasn't taken a shot yet. Has 2 rebounds and those 3 fouls.
Malachi Smith gets it in near the timeline of Jalen Stewart. UConn works near the basket where their own bench is. Back to Malachi out near the division line. He starts to his right. Caravan on a pick and roll, didn't find him. Now he kicks it right to Caravan. Caravan in the paint, floater. No good back rim, got his own rebound. Put it up and in. Alex Caravan. Captain America with his second effort, 62-40.
More second chance points for the Huskies, and that puts him past Khalid El-Amin on the scoring list.
And Nick Graves is dribbling out near the timeline, and a foul's been called on Jalen Stewart. Down low, that's the 4th team foul on the Huskies. Creighton hasn't scored in the last 3 minutes, 4 seconds.
And the Huskies on a 14-2 run at this point.
Jaden Ross going to come in here for Jalen Stewart, I believe.
Well, there's a guy they could certainly use getting loose. Played 4 minutes in the first half. Didn't take a shot. Coach Hurley has a couple of words with Stewart as he comes to the bench.
All right, they inbound the ball. A corner 3. Oh, no good long. Rebounded by Ball. The shot taken by Hudson Greer. He hasn't played much. Had injury issues. Here's Caravan front court left to Malachi Smith. Malachi starts right into the paint. Gives back to Ryba. Ryba puts it up and he's fouled. A nice pick and roll pass that time. And Ryba will go to the line to shoot 2. By the way, I was talking to Ryba today at the shoot-around. He has the biggest shoes on the team. You would think it was Terrace Reed, but no. It's size 18 Ryba. And he said to me, you know what's weird? He said, I have a really thin foot, so it's hard to find size 18 in a thin width. And I looked at him, I said, those are the biggest feet I think I've ever seen. Ryba misses the free throw.
Well, statistically, Ryba's 7'1" and Reed is 6'11", so right, I guess the shoe size would follow what you're saying. But he was so good against Providence on Tuesday, 6 for 6 from the floor. He and Reed both. But he's not been good from the line this year. Now 5 of 14 in Big East games, 14 of 30 overall.
Yeah, and the big guys, we don't want to harp on this stuff, but honestly, you got to shoot better from the free throw line because you're going to get fouled. He missed 2 of them.
And that was the fourth foul on Freeman.
Here's Graves quickly to the front court, tries to blow by Malachi Smith, can't do it. He's trying to post him up on the right side of the lane, and he's blocked by Malachi. The ball goes out of bounds, and it will be Creighton. No, it's going to be a block on Malachi, so 2 free throws coming for the Blue Jays.
A blocking foul, that would be his second foul.
Nick Graves. So UConn, a 14-2 run over the last 440. They made 4 of their last 5 field goals. And a free throw is good by Graves. They've been able to shoot at the free throw line, but not anywhere else. They're 13 of 33, the Blue Jays, 5 of 17 from 3, and I believe they were 3 of 4 to start the game. 2 free throws by Graves.
He's got 17 of their 42 points. He's scoring, nobody else is.
Yeah, 20-point lead for UConn. Malachi Smith across the timeline. On the right sideline on a bounce to Braylon Mullins is back in the game. Out front to Ross. Now Caravan on the left wing to Smith. Smith on the hash, right in front of us. Backs away. 11 to shoot. They get it to Caravan. Back to Malachi. Launches a 3. No good. And a rebound and a foul on Malachi Smith. And I think Silas is going to come back in here. Well, not yet. It's UConn's 6th foul, so Creighton will have a chance to go to the line here in bonus time very quickly.
Since 4:19 remaining in the first half, UConn has outscored Creighton 35-15.
Caravan has some blood coming out of an eyebrow, so I think he's going to come out. Will be attended to.
This is one of the more complete games UConn has played, probably in the last month. New Year's Eve, they played a pretty solid start-to-finish game at Xavier. They've had some hiccups here and there, even though they keep winning, but they've been very good at both ends of the court in this one.
Long way to go, though. 10.5 to go, and this comes right back to what Dan Hurley's been talking about, the killer instinct of his teams.
Well, this
team in particular.
This game, they've extended that lead out to 20. Creighton's 0 for 7 from 3 in the second half.
And let's see how we finish. Huskies, that is. They go down low to Jason Green, who faces up on the baseline, trying to post up on Ryby, pounds the left shoulder in, wants to get a fadeaway. Now he puts it up, and he's able to draw the foul. So 2 free throws coming here, and the clock stops again. I mean, Creighton, if they slow things down like this, even though they're not scoring, they are getting to the free throw line.
That's foul number 1 on Eric Ryba.
And UConn doesn't double team on the big men in the paint. They let their bigs play one-on-one defense. And Ryba right now getting schooled a little bit. There's Jason Green.
He's just gotten back in the lineup after re-aggravating a left shoulder injury on January 21st.
And he's got a rubber wrap on his left side as he misses the first free throw badly. 72% free throw shooter. Jason Green, 10.5 points a game, 5 rebounds.
Leads the team.
Gets another opportunity here. UConn only 3 of 7 from the line. And Creighton 11 of 13. Green's second one rolls in off the front rim. 62-43. UConn. Demery back in the game. Solo ball in the game. Terrace Reed in the game. Jaden Ross across to Mullins. Mullins attacks the baseline, backs away. Green cut him off. Now he's out near the timeline. Mullins gives it up to Demery on the left hash. Demery starts to his right, being guarded by Austin Schwartz. Demery drives it to the right, bounce pass down to Reed, and it's kicked out of bounds by Creighton. UConn will have some time to work with. 20 seconds, they put it on the clock. Just under the 10-minute mark.
They haven't had as many touches for the bigs in this game. Reed 3 for 3. Ryba has not taken a shot.
And looking to inbound the ball. Ball gets it Demery out on the right wing. Now back to Solo. Solo on a bounce down low to Reed. They double Reed right away. The cutter is Demery. Demery spins it down low to Mullins. His shot is blocked. Saved by Demery. Creighton has it, and here come the Blue Jays. Front court right. It's Schwartz for 3. No good. Rebound Reed. So another miss by Creighton from 3.
0 for 8, second half.
Yeah, they're 2 for their last 14 from out there. Here's Demery on a handoff to Mullins on the right sideline. Mullins out front to ball. Solo with 9 points in the game and a whistle away from the ball, and it's called on Creighton's Nick Graves. That's the 4th foul. Creighton has not scored in the last 5 minutes and 12 seconds. They're going to mount a comeback. They're going to have to put the ball in the basket here pretty soon.
Well, they've got no field goals in that time. They do have 3 free throws in that span.
UConn hasn't scored in the last 2:17 themselves. Demery will inbound the ball to our left on the baseline. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Foul on Graves is first.
Demery looking, gets it to Reed, and Reed puts it in left-handed. Strong move by Terrace Reed. UConn 64-43.
Well, that was just too easy. Reed camping out under the hoop, and Demery just got it to him from point-blank range.
And Nick Graves and a foul on Reed as he reaches in. And he is down. Hopefully he's okay. Landed hard. And that's his 4th. So Terrace Reed, overly aggressive, out on the perimeter. I understand playing hard, but you got to play smart. He's got to come out again.
He's up jogging off. I think he was just frustrated, stayed on the floor for a while.
No doubt. And Dan Hurley's having that discussion with him.
9:05 to go, and your starting center's now got 4 fouls.
All right, so it'll be on the line. Green is in the bonus. Green misses again, short. So that shoulder bothering him, even though it's his left shoulder. He's kind of shaking it on the way back. Demery across the timeline, right to left on the right sideline. Starts left, picked up on a switch by Austin Schwartz. Now he skips it to Ross, back to Demery for 3 straight away, and he hits. Silas Demery with 12 points now. His second 3 of the night.
Good assist by Ross. If he had a dribble from the left side, then had the kick-out pass.
67-43 UConn. This is Graves on the left sideline. Gets it over to Hudson Greer. Greer starts right. Picked up by Ross on a switch. They get it in the paint to Austin Schwartz. Schwartz a little baseliner. Doesn't roll in. Rolls off the rim. And it's boarded by Ryba. Now Demery. Front court left. Keeps the dribble into the paint. Backs away, top of the key, gives to Mullins. Mullins on the right wing to Ball. Ball, pull up 3, and that one is short. Long rebound Ball. He attacks the rim, he puts it up and in. Solo Ball, good second effort on the offensive glass. He's in double figures with 11, 69-43 UConn.
Second chance points, 23-3. There's 2 more.
Austin Schwartz hands it over to Josh Dix. Now Jason Green has it, high post right. Green with a handoff to Austin Schwartz. Schwartz down low to Green, and Green with a nice cut and a bank shot goes in. So Green with 9 now. UConn outscoring Creighton 69-45 in the second half. Blue Jays' first field goal in their last 8 attempts. Demery out on the perimeter to Dix, and now it's Jaden Ross for 3 straight away. So Jaden Ross has UConn's 3-pointer, his 13th of the game.
He'd gone 0 for 6 in the last 7 games from 3, was 1 for 11 in Big East games.
All right, Green for 3, airballs it. I'll tell you what I liked about Jaden Ross there. He shot it in the rhythm of the play. He shot it with confidence, and he made it. And a guy that hadn't been shooting well. So UConn's confidence very high right now and leading 72-45, and a lot of the Creighton fans here on Pink Out night are headed for the exits with 7 minutes to go. That can't be a good thing for the Blue Jays. From quality outdoor structures to custom handcrafted furniture, Cloder Farms, your destination for home and yard. We're worth the ride. Route 83, Ellington. UConn 72, Creighton 45. From Brown Paint, Harrison Scott, this is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
Is your retirement game plan a well-executed play or just a Hail Mary? I'm Eric Hogarth, certified financial planner at Johnson Brunetti. As the official wealth management sponsor of the UConn Huskies, we've helped over 7,000 families navigate and thrive in retirement. Level up your financial playbook by visiting johnsonbrunetti.com for free financial planning resources. Johnson Brunetti Retirement, your financial playmaker. Johnson Brunetti is a marketing name for the businesses of JB Capital and JN Financial. Investment advisory services offered through JB Capital, LLC. Insurance products offered through JN Financial, LLC.
Heard from Bridgeport to Willimantic. This is the UConn Sports Network from Learfield.
We asked parents who adopted teens to share their journey.
When I met both of them, it was like my missing pieces were found. Like it was just like an instant, these are my kids. If you're considering adopting a teen, just do it. Kids need families. I don't care the age. Everybody deserves a family.
Learn about adopting a teen from foster care. Visit adoptuskids.org to learn more. A message brought to you by Adopt US Kids, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, and the Ad Council.
My name is Teresa Barber. I was in the United States Navy, and I served overseas in the Middle East and Africa. Early on in my career, I had a commander that taught our suicide prevention training, and the very next day, he took his own life. 90% of suicide attempts involving a gun are fatal. My way of continuing my service is to help protect my community by being a responsible gun owner and by storing firearms safely. Store all your guns securely. Help stop suicide.
Brought to you by End Family Fire and the Ad Council.
We're back downtown at the Vault, People's Bank Arena, Tuesday night. Big East clash with the Musketeers of Xavier. They've been playing better under Richard Pitino. Join us for all the action beginning at 6:30 here along the UConn Sports Network, the Varsity Network app, the varsitynetwork.com. Plus, Sirius XM fans, we're on Channel 84 that night.
And Xavier got a buzzer beater today to win their game, breaking a tie. So Liam McNeely had the 38-point game earlier this year. The top two single-game performances by UConn players in Big East games are McNeely's 38 and James Bouknight's 40 in UConn's first Big East game since returning to the Big East after those 7 years in the AAC. And both of those games, Bouknight's 40, McNeely's 38, came against Creighton. Meanwhile, the best plus-minus in this game is Silas Demery. He's got plus 25. Malachi Smith had the best plus-minus in the Providence game on Tuesday. Third time this year he's had the best plus-minus. The other two, Kansas and Florida. Pretty good games by Malachi.
All right, full court pressure by Creighton as Mullins try to get it in. He gets it in the ball, who hands it back to Demery, and Demery walks across the timeline. Right to left, Huskies in their road blue, trimmed in red and white, Connecticut across their chest. Here's Ryba on the left wing, high post to Mullins for three. Mullins, buries it. You give him an inch, he'll take a mile, and Mullins now with 16 to lead the way for the Huskies.
Eric Ryba gets his first assist.
Back in the corner, a three by Creighton is short, and rebounded by Creighton and put up and in. Nice play by Blake Harper. He just out-muscled Jaden Ross that time. Pushed him aside and got the rebound to go in. 75-47 UConn with 6:20 to go. Here's Demery in the front court. Fires it right to Mullins. Mullins out front to Ryba. Ryba looks over the offense at the high post. Looking to give it up and has to give it to Demery on a handoff. Demery up the high screen of Ryba into the paint, and Demery being held by Josh Dix. And that's the fifth team foul on Creighton. Caraban's going to come back in. He's got a bandage over his right eye where he got an elbow, I think. I don't think they had to stitch it, though. And Reed comes in. Ryba comes out. Ryba didn't score tonight so far, so he got 5 rebounds.
Did miss 2 free throws.
13 minutes.
UConn had a 30-point lead a moment ago. Second biggest lead of the year. They led UMass Lowell by 66.
And they get it into Demery on the right sideline. He's tight roping. He tries to go inside. He muscles it up there and throws it up over the backboard. And it'll be Creighton ball.
Out of bounds to the Blue Jays.
So the Blue Jays played a pretty tough schedule this year. The 9 losses, the teams have had records of 127 and 61. They've had some tough ones. Number 5, Nebraska. Here's a drive inside. A layup goes in, and Reed is out of the game. That's his 5th foul.
Well, Owen Freeman, driving from the left to the right across the lane, took a nice pass that time, and he created that contact. And eventually, Reed fouls out for the second time this year.
He leaves with 8 points, 5 rebounds.
Owen Freeman shooting 1 for the Blue Jays.
And now for a 3-point play, it'll be Freeman, and he makes it. So 75-50, 5:43 to go. Caraban looking inbound, having his troubles. Gets it into ball. They double the ball. And Solo ahead to Demery into the front court on the right sideline. Takes his time. Looks back to the bench for the call. Ryba, Ball, Mullins. Caravan for the Huskies. Here's Demery, starts to his left. Gives it a ball, turns and fires a three, and Solo missed everything. Mullins tracked it down, though. Got to get it off with 5 seconds. He fires, back rim no good. Rebounded by Creighton's Shane Thomas, who just came in the ball game. And on the break, the Huskies get beat down the court by Owen Freeman, who lays it in. 75-52 with 5 minutes to go.
Huskies led by 30. It's a 7-0 run since that time by Creighton.
All right, here's Demery, front court left, hands off the ball. Solo tonight, 11 points on 4 of 11 shooting. Back out front to Demery. Demery starts behind the screen of Ryba. He tries a three. That one's good. Silas, what a night he's had. 15 for him, 3 fours. 3 threes. 3 for 4 from 3 is what I meant to say. 78-52 UConn. Here are the Blue Jays front court right. Ty Davis has the ball taken away by Caravan. 4:20 left in the ball game. UConn led at halftime 41-30. It was close most of the way. They scored late in the half to get the 11-point lead. All right, Demery out near the timeline, running some time off the clock. Starts right with a right-hand dribble. Back to Caravan. Caravan down low, Ryba. Ryba dunks. And so UConn, the dime of the game, presented by Dime Bank Community Banking, lives here. They lead at 80-52. Now a drive on the left baseline by Shane Thomas. Spins on Mullins, and a foul is called on Mullins.
Caravan coming off a season-high 7 assists on Tuesday against Providence. That's his second, but he found Ryba for his 13th dunk of the year, and Huskies answered the 7-0 run with a 5-0 run of their own.
Timeout on the court. Coverage of the Huskies brought to you by Brown, Penderas & Scott, the proud full-service law firm partner of UConn men's and women's basketball. With BPS Lawyers, you get more than a lawyer, you get a full-service law firm from Brown, Penderas & Scott. UConn leading 80-52. This is UConn men's basketball on Learfield.
There's something new to cheer about. Introducing the exclusive M&T Bank UConn debit and credit card collection. Pick your favorite design and pay like a champion. To open an account or upgrade your current card, visit mtb.com/UConn or stop by an M&T Bank branch near you. M&T Bank, the official bank of UConn. Member FDIC. Visa is a registered trademark of Visa International Service Association.
Hey, Husky fans! It's college basketball season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Alley-Oops. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to UConn basketball games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the UConn Huskies. Let's go Huskies! SeatGeek.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
The Huskies live here. You're listening to play-by-play coverage of UConn men's basketball. Now back to our Connecticut Chevy dealers broadcast location.
After the game, it's the Hart Auto Group postgame show. Highlights, Dan Hurley's postgame interview. We'll talk to a player. We'll get the stats and scores from Paul Roper, courtesy of Hart Auto Group, a proud sponsor of UConn Athletics, bringing you championship deals every day. You got to drive Hart. Shop in-store or online at heartcars.com. Pause 10 seconds. Station ID. You're listening to UConn men's basketball on Learfield, presented by Brown, Penderas & Scott.
It's funny, Mike, that a lot of the talking points in the last couple of weeks, last week especially, including with Dan Hurley, has been just UConn's close games and the inability to really turn it on in the second half, and the reference continues to be made to the two national championship teams. Well, they certainly have done that today, and it began with 4:19 to go in the first half. Second half, it's been 39-22 UConn. They built the lead up to 30. It's now 28, 80-52. Silas Demery has been great in the second half in particular. Demery, Caravan, 15 points apiece. Mullins has 16 points. Solo Ball's got 11 points. So they've got the 4 players in double figures, and they've done a lot of good things, especially rebounding. Total rebounds in the game now 35-20 with 13 offensive rebounds. And that second chance points number, I've been on that all night, but it's certainly one of the keys of the game. UConn 23 second chance points, Creighton 5.
And they've done this without much of a contribution from Terrace Reed, who just fouled out. He had 8 points, 5 rebounds. He did make all 4 of his field goal attempts.
Since he fouled out, it's been a 16-9 UConn run before these free throws.
All right, Caravan comes out, and he finishes his night with 15.6 rebounds. Solo Ball coming out. Solo ends up at 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists in 32 minutes.
Shane Thomas at the line missed his first free throw.
And Creighton in the front court to our right.
Missed them both.
Zukic gives it up to Freeman, who drives inside, and he's fouled on the way in. And this is the time of the game where you want to finish strong, look good to the coach. 3.5 minutes to go. Game is in hand. It's not that easy, though. Jacob Furphy is in the game now. Jalen Stewart, Jaden Ross.
Ross just picked up the foul.
Eric Ryba and Malachi Smith. And the free throw by Freeman is good. So Creighton, 14 of 19 on the line tonight. UConn only 7 free throws in the game, but they've made 15 threes. And Freeman gets them both. Full court pressure by Creighton, 80-54 with 3.5 to go. Malachi Smith against double team pressure. He and Stewart working across the timeline. Now Stewie has it on the right wing and hands back to Malachi. 15 to shoot. Malachi at the Husky logo gives to Furphy. Furphy, the left-hander on a bounce, high post Stewart. Stewart fires right corner Ross. Now they're down to 6. They're down to 5. Stewart step back 3. No good. Chased down by Ryba. Let's see what we have here.
I thought that was a foul on Ryba. Used his body to control the rebound.
Foul is on Malachi Smith.
But no, it's on Malachi Smith. I think I've got him for 4. Yep.
Well, so 3 minutes to go. Ryba comes over to have a discussion with Dan Hurley. So to our right, we get Kerem Conan, sophomore forward from Turkey, in the ball game.
And they spell it in all the notes, Turkaiye. I looked that up, and that's, I guess, how they spell it in Turkey.
All right, so on the line, it's Shane Thomas, sophomore guard from Las Vegas, Nevada. Played in 11 games so far. He misses the free throw.
And with Conan, he comes from Doga College. And with all the transfers these days in the transfer portal, you go, I never heard of Doga College. Well, that's because it's in Turkey. You like that?
You ever been to Turkey?
You like that?
Have you? I've been thinking about going to Turkey.
No, but I had some on Thanksgiving.
Oh, come on.
And then I was down at Madison Square Garden with you the next day.
Go from geography to that?
It's B-roll stuff now.
All right. Free throw rolls in. 80-55. Full court pressure. Malachi Smith across the timeline to Jalen Stewart, who attacks, gives to Furphy, and the Huskies will take more time off. Under 3 minutes to go. Malachi Smith being guarded by Josh Dix, or rather Ty Davis. Malachi fires it right to Ross, who turns and fires a 3, and he hits it. Jaden Ross made a couple of threes. Alec Millender's going to come in the game. UConn leading 83-55. Ty Davis, front court right, tries to blow wide Malachi Smith. He hands off on the right sideline. It's in the hands of Thomas. Thomas on a high post give to Conan. He pulls up and fires a jumper short, rebounded by the Huskies. That was Malachi getting up for it. And a foul on Creighton, only their 6th team foul.
Foul's on number 9, Ty Davis.
Ty Davis picks up his 2nd foul.
Alex Miller checking in for UConn. He replaces Jalen Stewart.
2:19 to go. Jalen Stewart will come up. He had a good night. 7 points for him.
Last 3 of UConn opponents have shot 37%. Creighton, despite getting blown out, shooting 40 in this game.
Here's Malachi on the right sideline. Millender gets it back. Headed toward the 2-minute mark, and much of the crowd is left tonight. As UConn had so much trouble winning at Creighton, finally got one last year, and now leading big here. Here's Furphy for 3, off the rim, no good. It was a bank shot. I don't think it was intentional. Rebounded by the Blue Jays. Front court right, Shane Thomas. Little blow-by move, can't get the shot off, dumps it down low, and they get a layup by Hudson Greer. 83-57. UConn with 1:35 to go. Jaden Ross across to Furphy. They get it into the front court, and Ross will reset the offense. It's Malachi at the division line. 15 to shoot. Fires it to Millender. Millender trying to cut into the paint. Back to Malachi. Puts it on the floor. Crossover move. Lost it. Regained it. Stolen. Nice play by Shane Thomas. And here comes Zugic. Front court right. They go down low on a bounce, but they lost it. The Blue Jays, and now we're in the final minute of this one. 83-57.
They average 11 turnovers a game. That's number 10.
And Creighton has made 4 of their last 5 field goals to get it here. Here's Furphy, and a handoff to Millender on the left sideline. Millender off the high screen by Ryba. They go pick and roll to Ryba, and he lays it in. Nice feed by Malachi. 85-57. Back come Creighton and Ty Davis. And they fire it in the far corner. A 3-ball short, air ball. Ryba try to chase it down. And a foul is called on Ryba, I believe, with 23.4 seconds left. So Greg McDermott's going to have to do some soul searching and kind of changing the decks of the card right now. The cards in the deck a little bit. They lost at Marquette on Tuesday by 24, and they're getting beaten badly here with 23 seconds left.
They had a horrible first half at Marquette on Tuesday, and it's a horrible second half today. It began late in the first half.
Uroš Paunović comes in. A rarity, the junior guard from Belgrade, Serbia.
Dan Hurley now talking to fans of Creighton in the front row next to us.
Strategizing, I think. Leaning into it. Here's the free throw, no good, and it's rebounded by Dwayne Caroma, who just came in. Ross hands it to Millender. Final 20 seconds. And UConn will not take another shot. The final will be 85-58.
Hurley left the conversation with the fan to go shake hands and give a word of maybe sympathy to Greg McDermott. Creighton's had UConn's number over the years, but big win here last year, big win here tonight.
UConn wins it by a final of 85-58. A huge second half, 44 points. And the Huskies keep racking them up. 17 in a row, 73 days since their last loss. 21-1, 11-0 in Big East play.
Longest winning streak for UConn since 19 straight for the 99 team that won the national championship. And before that, 23 straight for the 96 team.
But I think as far as starts in Big East play, that 14-0 start in 95-96 is their best in conference play. Now they're 11-0. As Creighton now has to regroup in a big way. And with Greg McDermott as their coach, they'll figure out